Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20+ years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we'll be showing you how to replace a side view mirror on this 98 Explorer, pretty much the same as any 95 to 01. Tools you'll need are Phillips and regular screwdrivers, a putty knife to get the door panel off, and then you'll need an 11mm socket with an extension and ratchet to remove the mirror itself.
Okay, you want to start? Use your flat plate screwdriver. Carefully pry in back here. You can see mine is already broken, but you want to be careful not to break it right there. It's kind of a weak spot. And even if you do break it, you can put it back together so it doesn't, you don't really notice it. But pull that bezel apart and off. Okay, 2 Phillips screws under here. And remove those Phillips screws. Okay, back with your screwdriver, and if you want, use your rag. Pry the top, and the bottom, pull it out. Okay, use your screwdriver. There's a side here that has a tooth holding the harness. Just work the screwdriver under there a little bit. And disconnect it. Okay. And now, around the perimeter of the door panel, there are some pins that hold it. So what you want to do is, if you're worried about your paint, put the putty knife, wrap the towel around it, work it in, slide it down till you come to a stop, and that's usually a pin, and pull. Down further. Okay, this truck's been apart a few times, so it comes out apart pretty easy. Okay. And then once you have those pins released, then you want to lift up on the panel. It's in a groove here. Okay. Now in behind here, what you want to do is, this is held in. You basically want to, there's 2 teeth. One there, okay, and then one back here. You press those down to release them, and then it slides out. Okay, and on this one, press it down, and then that whole assembly slides right out. Okay, work that through, and there's your door panel off. Okay, with the door panel off, you'll remove this little piece of water shield, and then you want to remove your speaker. This truck has an aftermarket speaker in it, so you may have something a little different. Ford usually likes to use either 4 or 6mm hex heads or bolts to put in the door. This uses Phillips screws, so just want to kind of get your speaker out, and I'm just going to kind of stick it right down here.
Okay, and just a freeze frame here to clarify, that is a aftermarket speaker. So the speaker that you have in your car may be different, might come apart different, and you probably would want to disconnect it, which usually just involves a tab and pulling the wires apart. So again, if you get to something a little different in your vehicle, it's not unexpected.
And then you're going to want to unplug your mirror. Your mirror plug is right here. Okay, so your mirror plug's right here. What you're going to want to do is press on a little tab right here, and then you can pull the plug right up and out. So, you can't see this, but I'm going to press that tab. And unplug. Okay. Now you need an 11mm socket with a ratchet and extension. And there's 3 bolts. 1, 2, and then the third one's right in there. Okay, and then once your bolts are out, you might have to break it loose a little bit. And just kind of guide your connector up in. And it can get stuck on some of the braces in there. I was kind of twisting it back to pull it up and through. Okay, and then there's your mirror out. Okay, so on top here's the new mirror for 1A Auto, the original mirror. Okay, you can see the new mirror from 1A Auto is the exact same. It's all going to mount the same. Has a nice gasket on it and everything, and the foam pad here. The connector here is exactly the same, so everything's going to plug in correctly. Now obviously on these cars there's a few different options. This truck just has power mirrors. If you had heated mirrors, you'd have a little symbol here that's like a window with kind of little heat lines coming out of it. And then obviously the puddle lamp, if you have a little lamp here, that's what's called the puddle lamp. And so you want to make sure you get the right mirror for your truck. And I'm just going to reinstall the original one because obviously there's nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to show you the 1A Auto one, just so you know that when you buy one from 1A, it's going to be the right one. Okay, and obviously installation. The only really tough, tricky part is just making sure that your harness goes down in. Kind of just shake it a little bit. You can reach up in with your hand also. Get it to go down. You want to kind of go forward some, and there it is. Okay, you want it in behind here. Secure the mirror first. Okay, tighten the bolts, but you don't have to be really tight, just firm. Okay, plug the connection back in, and it can only go in one way, so we can't do that wrong. Put your speaker back. Okay, put this little piece back on here.
Okay, and I am going to speed through putting the door panel back on. If you want to see this in real time, just check out our other videos for the door panel removal and installation on an Explorer. And once you got the door panel back on, you should be all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.